KBN, holler if you hear me. We are getting going with a live stream here. We are hooked up to these people's Starlink. So let me know if you hear me. Let's see what we got here. We've got killer bees under a shed. Okay, good. We are live on TikTok. Welcome everybody. Let's have a good broadcast here today. Research honeybee Africanization before you comment. We're knocking out killer bees. Great. Okay, there's the KBN. Very good. We're gonna flip this thing around, and we are rolling. Good. I'm doing good, Gregory. Thanks for checking in. And we are.
Really?
Yep. We're on their Starlink, and let me know, how's the reception here? How's the picture? How's the sound? Let me know. What you're looking at. Good. Okay. Thank you.
Hey,
Weather is
hot.
Yeah, we're getting these chickens out of here. Saving the chickens. Save the chickens.
Okay, this netting is really not big enough or not small enough to keep bees out.
Definitely not. It will keep the hawks out though.
Good point. Yep, indeed.
Yep.
Might even keep out a fox if they hop up here, huh?
It seemed to keep out everything, and the dogs. Luckily, I mean, the 16 acres of fencing helps keep predators out, and then the extra layer of 17 dogs barking.
Yep.
So nothing's too interested in our animals.
I've heard that a really good fence is called a 12 gauge.
Yeah, that too.
You guys know what I mean. Killer Bee Nation, I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. Good morning. Yes, another big adventure. Oh my God, it's exhausting being me. Holy crap. Say good morning, Hosh.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah,
Sure. Good morning, Hosh.
Oh good, you rehearsed it again. That was pretty good actually.
There it is.
How you like the new handle?
So far so good. A little cramped on this side, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, we got new.
It's going to be a better viewing experience.
We, like I always say, we don't use tools, we abuse them.
The
And
abuse.
so we wore out even the handle for the cameras. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. So we're on it, but we're here down in Hereford. We got these wonderful folks we're going to talk to in a little bit. I'm going to stand in the shade. It's already hot.
It is.
These wonderful folks have a border-to-border outfitters, and they got bird hunting in South Dakota and Minnesota, and down here on this border. So we're in Hereford. Mexico's right there. Old Mexico's right there. The Mule Mountains are right behind us. Bisbee's about 30 miles away, 20 miles away, and so border to border. And I can't wait to talk to them about it. Big hunting deal, and they take people up for hunting expeditions, grouse and pheasant and whatnot. Awesome. So, but down here they raise setters. Alex, is that right? You guys raise setters?
We have setters, pointers, and short hairs.
Okay, can you
So
get in
we've got all
the
three.
You can get in the shade.
Yes,
like
I am
me.
going to stand in the
good
shade.
grief.
It's
So
a
this
little
is
hot.
Alex, and Patrick's over there behind the chickens. So anyway, hi, stay in there.
I know, right? It's a
Zombies.
little low.
So, and you call you guys, but you're border to border outfitters?
Outfitters, correct.
How
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys have hunting expeditions, etc., up to Minnesota and South Dakota?
Yes, now we're just operating out of Minnesota and Arizona, but we did operate out of South Dakota for a while. So now it is true border to border. So up in Minnesota, we're
by
about
international calls.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So quite literally border and then to border. The wall's right over there. So
Yeah,
he was very literal with the name.
That's awesome, though. I
Yep.
mean, they're from my neck of the woods, then, by golly.
Yep.
You know, we'll have to break into the mother tongue, and then nobody will understand us there. Anyway.
I only just started being able to decipher. He doesn't like it when I call y'all Yankees. He says we're not Yankees. I said, well, where I'm from, anyone north of the
Anybody north of the Mission-Dixon,
Yeah, I said,
right?
so y'all certainly are. But yeah, I was new to Minnesota as of last year, and so I had to get real used to that accent.
Oh, it's a whole,
charming.
yes, too. I mean, bowling, curling,
Yeah.
Ice fishing, different.
I walked on my first frozen lake a few months ago. I was terrified, and he had to assure me that there was a solid, like, I don't even know how many
6
feet of ice.
feet
But
of-
exactly, yeah. I said, are you sure? Are you sure?
I learned to drive on
Yep.
ice, I mean a motorcycle.
Yeah, very, very different from my neck of the woods, and
No
certainly
shit.
different from down here.
Because
in the
you're from the
sea.
deep south.
deep South Gulf Coast. Yeah.
Wow.
So, as deep as you can go.
Holy cow.
A whole nother border, I guess, too. Yeah.
that's
so I
true,
grew
yeah.
up on the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. So
Well, if you're in
this is all
Bisbee,
new.
it's the border of insanity, so that's good.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's why I don't go to Bisbee too much.
The world's largest. It's entertaining as hell. Come on.
There's some people watching there, I'll tell you that. The Safeway in Bisbee, I told in one day I saw, oh gosh, I was in the produce aisle at the Safeway in Bisbee.
Yeah, we have bees. We're doing
and I
bees.
saw this guy with he had, you know, those baby carriers.
Yes.
He had it flipped around on his back with a small dog in there with the motorcycle goggles
Oh,
on.
yes,
It was the
yeah, I
cutest
know
thing
him,
I'd
yeah.
ever seen.
So
Yeah.
when she was at Safeway, she saw half the asylum.
Exactly.
we had bumper stickers I made up. I've been there forever, and one of them was "Old Bisbee, please stay on your meds."
Yeah.
Another one was "Old Bisbee, we're all here because we're not all there."
Because we're not all there. That's very true.
Oh, it's just entertaining as hell.
It's charming.
So, anyway, they had, I don't know, 30 dogs over here, something like that.
17 total out here.
17
yeah.
total.
The kennel
Seemed like
system.
30.
Yeah, it might as well be.
Yeah,
Once
might-
you get past 5. Yeah.
Oh my God, Alex.
Once you get past 5.
Yeah, once you get past 5. Oh my God, it's like bees. You got one chasing you around, it's too many.
Exactly.
You know? So we got all the setters out of the way. You raise setters and
Pointers and then a few short hairs.
right on.
Yep, and one little spoiled Cocker Spaniel, but he stays inside.
Always, there's
He
got to be the
doesn't-
one.
Yeah, he's
It's not a
royalty.
Chihuahua. It's not a Chihuahua.
No, it's a Spaniel. He
Yeah.
doesn't grace the kennels. He's too high class for that. So,
Oh, good
I know.
Lord,
The
I
rest
love
of
it.
them are stuck in there, but
And
yes.
then you got La Mancha goats.
La Mancha goats,
La Mancha
correct.
goats.
Yep.
These good dairy goats.
Yeah.
And Hosh, you're gonna get a goat, you think, huh?
Maybe 3
Oh, Hosh is in
Yeah, if she's-
negotiation.
negotiations. Yeah,
Negotiations,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, we had a.
I got to run everything by the executive.
Oh, of course, of course,
Always.
durr.
But I
Yes.
think it's right in the direction we want to go with
Yeah.
things.
Right
so.
on.
They're a good
Very
breed.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, it's my first time raising goats, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're great.
They're
Yeah.
entertaining as hell and mischievous.
Oh, baby goats have been just the biggest blessing to our life.
Aren't they
since
ridiculous?
We've had them. He sunk a tire in their back little play area,
Doink,
and we
doink,
have
doink.
spent time in the morning.
You know
just
what? When I
watching
had
them.
baby
Better
goats,
than Netflix.
Oh,
Yep.
it is.
go to the thrift store and find one of those little trampoline exercise things.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Like
God,
a
you would just laugh your
rebounder.
ass
They're
off.
called
So fun.
rebounders.
A
Yeah.
rebounder.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
That
you'll
would
laugh
be
your
fun.
ass off. It's
They
so
love it.
Killer Bee Nation, we have a big one actually. You know what? While they're getting this covered up, we're gonna go in and show everybody the thermal.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Go.
Enjoy. I'm gonna stay
We
right
hear that a
here.
lot. Go do what
Yeah,
you
gang.
do. Whack
We
it.
definitely have bees today.
Oh yeah, stick with us,
We're
guys.
just early, with getting
gotta make sure they
getting
got
the
this all
program
set up,
going.
and we're making
Yeah,
sure
they're
we have-
clearing out the animals.
Clearing out the animals and
Mm-hmm.
tie into the enemy. They're back in this corner of the shed. We're not going back there till we actually seal them up. But I do. Do we have the thermal in here? Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna get this warmed up and show you guys the glow of my countenance. Okay, anyway, the 360 is not going yet. We're gonna get that going in a bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did we do yesterday?
Portal.
My God, it's been that busy.
Getting better
There
with
we
the
go.
memory.
The memory, yeah, right. Yeah, getting better. That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They call it getting better.
So they're right back in this corner, and I mean,
Yeah.
when the thermal lights up here, guys, you'll be able to see. It's astounding, actually. I'm out a 2 foot by maybe 3 foot section. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. So I want to show you. We'll go over here. Now you can see that glow up here. That's the wall. There's the floor. All right. So I'm going to make it so you can see basically just the floor. Oh, see that glow? Right in the corner? Yep. Now those glows up on the walls, that's the sun. There's no insulation, but that glow on the floor, yeah, toward the top of the reaver, that is killer bees. That whole thing is 100,000 bees in there, guys. So we're gonna get out our spade bit drill, cut that up. It's big. It's gonna be a lot. I forgot to ask him if anybody's gotten stung yet. I was under the impression that someone had.
Don't recall.
I don't recall either.
Don't
Anyway,
recall.
for a killer beehive removal, this shed is really perfect.
Oh,
we
yeah.
can close the door, be in here with them. We're going to go up and seal out the outside entrance, of course, like we always do, so they can't just come out and kill the mesquite trees. And then be locked in here with them. But they'll go to all these windows and die. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really safe. I'm so happy about it.
Always better for us to do a hive on the inside of a building than the outside.
Always.
And a lot of times, guys, you're
Better
like,
for everyone else.
oh, they're not that mean. Oh, they're not that mean. A lot of times, the reason that they're not that mean is we're doing the hive from the inside.
Yeah, right.
That takes the edge off. These bees, if they come out of 5, they'll immediately knock down because being inside the structure is so disorienting.
And that's not their front door.
Right.
All of their alarms are at the front door and maybe side doors, but they don't have a
They're
door
not
in
expecting.
here.
They're not expecting the Spanish Inquisition.
No, they're not, but they're going to get it. The rack. Yes, indeed. So we're going to get suited up. Just stick with us, guys. You know, it's always wonderful and fun and all that shit. It's going to be quite the shenanigan down here. They've been there 4 years? Something like that?
She said, you know, and you know what it all
Minimum
goes
of
down
2,
to.
yeah, happens all the time.
They noticed them 4 years ago.
Noticed them 4 years. Oh my God. Well, from the looks of it, it's big and old, and we'll find out from the color of the comb, of course, because the darker the comb, the older the hive. All right. So, yeah, this is going to be, well, we're going to keep it from becoming a nightmare, but in the shed here, it's going to be a complete damn nightmare. We have to get our cooling vests on. I think we're getting close to
We are.
see how the chickens are doing, and we can get our cooling vests on. How's the chicken prison coming? Yeah, we got them sealed up. Looking good, Patrick?
Good enough, I guess.
Good enough, I guess.
Yeah. I
This
think
is
they'll be all
Patrick,
right.
the man, border to border. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So, do you have a lodge up in International Falls?
Yes. Well, we use a resort out of there. We're building a cabin right now, but we got 16 acres on the lake.
Oh, on the lake?
Yep.
Oh, man.
So yeah, we'll have.
You know what I always tell everybody down here? We have all the beach and none of the ocean.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's a lot of
And all the
beach.
mountains and none of the snow.
Exactly.
So we ain't going nowhere fast.
No.
No, so which is good. But now I can't remember. Has anyone been stung by these things yet?
Oh yeah, dogs.
Dogs have been
Hell.
stung.
Oh yeah.
Everybody that
Dogs
I forget,
have been
if,
stung.
if it
Yeah.
hit the spick and span or the Lysol hits.
Oh, they hate
Oh,
that.
there it
I've
is.
been
Like
here
a
4 years.
There it
and
is.
As long as it's water, it's fine.
Right.
But so yeah, we've had
Hey.
a few stings. The dog just got stung a couple times.
Yeah.
It's time to get him gone.
Yeah, no shit. I'll be playing with the devil. I mean, it's going to be such a peace of mind to have these things gone.
Yes.
It really is.
And so do they go away with you, or do they?
So
just,
what happens is, okay, there's 100,000 bees in there. The first thing we're going to do is go around outside and seal up their front door, because that's where the guard bees are. That's where the alarms are. And we're going to make sure they don't have any side doors also. So we're going to seal that up, because that's where the guard bees are. We don't want them to come pouring out and trying to find something to sting. Right? Even though everything's gone, we don't want them doing that. So that will confuse the hell out of them, because that's where the guard bees are. Then we go inside, lock ourselves inside with them, drill 4 spade bit holes, and cut that floor up. All right. So most of the bees that we deal with today will be dead, but there are always what we call remnant bees, because they're leftovers of the hive, of that hive. So the analogy I use, Patrick, is they're like an amputated limb. All right, you can live without your finger just fine, but your finger can't live without you. So you're gonna have a finger back there. I'm not telling you which one, but it's the finger. And now people always ask me, and they'll ball up near the entrance of that hive. Right now, there's 5,000 bees out working in the field.
Yeah.
They're gonna come back.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go, what the hell happened? Who closed the door? They're gonna ball up around that entrance, because that's all they know. That is their home, and they're very landmark oriented. So people always ask me, are my remnant bees going to go find another place to live? You know, go start a hive. Well, if your finger's lopped off, it can't go start another human. The analogy continues, right? So the people ask me, are my remnant bees going to go join another hive? That would be a logical, you'd think anyway. Conclusion, your finger can't go join another human. They belong to that organism. We see a hive or a swarm as an organism, just like ourselves, with each bee being a cell and the queen being the heart and the brain. It's that fascinating. And just like humans, every hive smells different to every other hive. So if a bee from your hive goes to visit another hive within a 3-mile radius, that's what they need for foraging. The only reason is to steal honey. And those guard bees at that hive will kill her or kick her out. One or the other. So they can't go join another hive. They're all enemies of each other. So your remnant bees will die off over the coming days, especially with the heat. All right, and we're gonna knock down a shitload of them anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So there's less and less and less of them, but there will be more. The second reason you're gonna have bees farting around for a few days is it's good the mosquitoes are out, because that gives the bees something else to think about.
Right.
But it's really dry, so they're still looking for extra work, as it were. In a 3-mile radius, all the bee hives know about each other. It's like an HOA from hell. In case they can again steal honey. from each other.
Yeah.
So you're going to have robber bees. So you got remnants of robbers. Remnants are bees from your hive. The amputated limb, they will die off. Individual cells. Can't go anywhere else. Robber bees are coming from all over the hell, all over the neighborhood and everything. Up to 3-mile radius. This is why we say if your neighbor has bees, you have bees. So they will come and they're sniffing around because they know that hive is there and they steal some honey. Well, there ain't going to be none and the door is going to be closed. We're going to scrape it all up, take that piece of wood with us because all those pheromones soak into that wood and smell good. Will attract new swarms in the future. That's why we guarantee it for 2 years in that location. All right. Robber bees, they're gonna sniff. They're just like bees on flowers. They don't give a shit about us. They just want to get the goods and go home. Well, there ain't no goods, but they're not that bright. It takes them a while of going back to their own hive empty-handed, and their queen don't like that at all. And she will say, "Hey, dumbasses, go to another bar.
Yeah.
You know that one's closed." Right. So that's a synopsis. All right. There'll be a test in the morning. It's multiple choice. D, all the above. It's just D. So it's a brain.
How long are the dogs? When do the dogs get to go home?
Man.
Days?
No.
Hours?
Hours.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, hours. Yep. And of course, people always ask me how long and when it's okay. Well, you'll know.
Yeah.
It won't be any, or at least it won't be aggressive.
Yeah.
But when we leave, the war is over. It'll just be the cleanup of the battlefield, the remnants, that type of thing.
Right on.
So it's a shenanigan.
Yeah.
And we're going to film it in 360 also.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, you got the chickens gone, the goats are gone, the dogs are gone, you're gone. We're going to chase you in before they do.
Okay.
All right, bud. I'm going to take care of it. You're going to watch it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Comment and shit.
Thank you.
If we can see. Inside the shed, you should be able to see comments,
We
right?
should be able to. We'll see, because there's a lot of light in there, and that's what throws the view off.
That's true.
You know what I
we're
mean?
in war, for God's sake. It's war footage.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't answer my comment. For Christ's sake. We're in the middle of war here. It's amazing. So, all right, Killer Bee Nation. We're live on YouTube, TikTok?
TikTok.
Okay, YouTube and TikTok, and capturing on the other two for
Yep.
shorts and all
I don't
that.
have TikTok. You're on YouTube right
YouTube.
now.
Yep.
though, right?
Killer Bee
Okay.
Guy.
Killer
buddy.
Bee Guy.
All right.
Killer Bee Guy.
So-
All right, ignore the screams.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Okay, gladly. All right, we'll talk to you. Well, we'll see you in a bit.
All right.
All right, Killer Bee Nation, we're going to get our cooling vests on and go to war. Go to war. Oh, I'm going to let you do all that nonsense. All right, guys, anybody just joining us? We're in the beautiful desert Southwest. We're in the Wild West, literally. Those mountains down there that's old Mexico. That's the San Jose Mountains right down there. We're right on the border. Old Mexico is down there, not that far. I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. We're at the Border to Border Outfitters saving the day. The Killer Bees, thank you, Hosh. We got our cooling vest because it's hot out already. Oh, good Lord. There we go. So yeah, these I tell you, these cooling vests just literally save the day, everybody.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
These things are.
Now listen, I know there's a lot of people out there. You're just with us. You've been rolling with us for a long time. You've heard this spiel before, but we've got a lot of new eyeballs on every single broadcast. So I'm going to give it to you straight, quick. Okay, we're going to do the quick and dirty on this. Killer bees. Killer bees are Africanized honeybees. They were created in Brazil in 1957 when they crossbred African queen bees with European drones. The result was a better bee, impervious to cold, impervious to heat, disease resistant, pest resistant. They swarm, meaning they put out a new hive up to 30 times a year under optimal conditions. However, they're hyper defensive, hyper aggressive. They will empty out a hive for no reason at all. And they're killing people right and left right now. I'm not exaggerating.
No,
Texas, Vegas,
yeah.
deaths just within the last week. How many deaths? At least
6
2?
that I know of in the desert Southwest.
Yeah.
6.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
They
Doesn't even make the paper.
They escaped from the lab in Brazil. We'll just put it that way without going into the details. They escaped from the lab in Brazil. They hit the U.S. in the early 90s. They completely saturated South America and Central America. They hit the U.S. in the early 90s. And by 1998, 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in the state of Arizona were deemed to be discovered to be, after 5 years of extensive research, to be Africanized, aka killer bees. They kill people, they kill pets, they kill livestock, and they're an existential threat to our native bees, our native pollinators. 4,000 species of native bees in North America alone, all at risk, thanks to feral European honeybee hives and Africanized honeybee hives, feral Africanized honeybee hives. We unalive every hive we find, and you better believe we're not going to relocate these things.
No, hell no. I mean, they're deadly invasive species. That ain't gonna happen. Good grief. Oh, look at that shiny new suit. Oh my God. Oh, look at my shiny new suit. Uh-oh, Mel and Dan up at the Blue Water Cafe. I got a patch for you here. Yeah, I got my patch on already. I hope it's holding on. Oh, looky there, guys. I got a new one on. Mel and Dan and Graham Murray at the Blue Water Cafe. And they like to keep us safe and alive.
Safe and alive.
So they buy us new suits. Has that fresh new bee suit smell. I mean, literally, which will go away in about 5 minutes after we can have a bee suit on for 5 minutes. It looks like I've had it for 6 months.
This is the only time you're going to see these suits clean.
Yep. So
after this job, they'll be loud.
So just
stuff.
stare for a minute.
So just behold.
Yeah, behold.
Just look at the
We're
glory.
putting the bee back
the
in
glory.
the sunglasses. You're gonna need
radiance.
sunglasses. You thought it was my halo. It was a hell no.
Great.
Anyway, so
All right, everybody.
So we already got supplies in there. We got our buckets for honey.
Yeah.
Just in case.
We sure do. We sure do. We're expecting a lot of brood though today, guys. It's swarm season.
Right.
We're uncovering so much brood in these hives. I'm bringing regularly 50 pounds of brood home to my chickens. They love it.
Put your arm down.
Okay.
Oh, look at this, guys. Blue Water Cafe.
Oh.
We'll put that one, this one up here, and that one down there. Blue Water Cafe.
Oh, thank you so much.
There we go. Now
Yep.
we're official.
Very good.
Blue Water Cafe.
Excellent. Mel and Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Love
Thanks
you
for
guys.
the
Appreciate it. Appreciate the Killer Bee Nation for supporting us in all of the shenanigans and whatnot. We really actually need you guys. I didn't see that coming for. I've always been so self-sufficient, but you guys really keep us in stock and in even gas and equipment and whatnot. Really appreciate you guys. Really do. And information. I mean, Randy sent us and Marty have sent us a lot of stuff. Jeannie, of course, and Douglas, hi hon, send us news clips and all that stuff all the time about current events because it doesn't make it anywhere. Nobody knows that people are getting killed by these damn things. And it's all over the country. So thank you so much to the Killer Bee Nation. We need our big blues. Then I think we're going to war. Right?
Yep.
So I'm going to get my big blues on and my net and take off my sunglasses. And then I'll grab that while you do the 360 intro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then we're going to battle, you guys. We're going to, kind of nice to have a brand new bee suit and I don't think about any holes and whatnot, It's really a joy. Holy crap. And this is Memorial Day weekend, and so, but we never know what's going to happen. People always ask us, so do you work, holidays? Look, the bees don't give a shit. I mean, if it's, Christmas or Wednesday, I don't care. So neither do we, because we're on call and we need to keep people safe. And everybody's safe, as a matter of fact. So almost there, and I'm expecting a war. We are going to sneak up on the ones outside. We're going to sneak up on them, knock down on the guards, just like we always do. And I'll let you get that, your gloves on. 360, we got spray adhesive in there, correct?
Yep.
All right. All right, Killer Bee Nation. We never have any fun. It's a real issue. If you're in the mood, go to killerbeeguy.com and check out the honey. Been doing it for over 30 years, for God's sake. Amazing, huh? Yeah, I can't even believe it either. Can't believe I'm still alive, actually. Because these... Huh?
I'll be right there.
Okay, very good. I'm going to grab a... I'm going to go ahead and take them back and kind of... Yes.
Yep.
So I got to knock down the... guards.
There you go. All right, I'm going to get this thing going.
All right, he's going to do a tutorial on the 360. New tech. And not everybody knows how to operate it. I didn't, but I do now. So anyway, they got quite a beautiful operation here. Really neat. Oh shit, where's my gate? Oh, there it is. Okay. We got to get to the corner of the thing to... Oh my God, is that going to work? Hold on, guys. Yep. Okay. So now I'm going to show you guys where the bee's front door is, which is not, we're not concerned with it because close it. And we're not going to let them light up because this is they raise dogs here. So, and it's been very active. The vids that he's been sending me, big case of holy shit. Here we go, guys. Look at that. It's your BSMR moment. Okay, I can already tell they're aggressive. And be aware, they have already stung everybody. The help, the dogs, everybody. And so we're not going to wait around here. All they need is one little hole to come and go from, and they can, you know, if it's, I've seen them come out of a 1-inch diameter hole at 1,000 per second. I'm going to let Hosh grab the cameras here. Yep. And I already got them sprayed adhesive because I really didn't need them to go completely insane. Oh yeah, just one little crack, 1/8 of an inch. That's it. But that's their front door. So now their front door is closed. Now, instead of coming out at 1,000 per second, they're not going to. The door is closed. Yay! All we're going to have to deal with are remnant bees coming back, foraging. This is really tight. This is really well made. Just that one little hole right there. So I'm going to leave the expanding foam here, of course, just in case, because we're not going to need it inside. But now we get to go inside and go to war.
Let's do it.
Go for that thing.
Thank you.
All right, killer bee nation. Beautiful. They got great dog pens here. Goats. So you're going to get La Mancha goats?
I'm going to talk to Nat.
Right on.
We'll go from there.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like what we need to do next.
Mix up the trailer park a little.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody likes an inbred goat.
Oh my God.
They're no fun. They're no fun.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Or awesome, as I like to put it.
Right.
And we got tubs, we got everything.
We got everything.
All right, guys. Well, here we go. We're going to drill some holes. We're going to get in here and just do it. All right. Oh my God. I'm assuming it's standard old construction here. There, Patrick. So we're going to go with. There we go. Now they should start coming out of there in a second.
Yep.
I'm so glad it's. Oh yeah, there's honey on the bit.
Yeah, no
On
doubt.
the spade bit. And
Boy, you want a light under there, Reed?
you know what? Before they completely go nuts, could you get one?
You bet.
All right. Yeah, Killer Bee Nation. We're gonna get a light, and I'm gonna brush some of this out. We're gonna do a square about like this to pull up. I'm trying to stay away from the floor joists and figure out where the hell they are. Anyway, well, I know it's right about here. Because this whole thing, as you saw in the thermal Killer Bee Nation, was red, was hot. And of course the cool is blue, and the red is hot because it's the thermal. And they, the bees glow. The comb doesn't. The bees are alive and put out heat. Oh good, there you go.
Yeah, now I need a battery. So whenever you're done with the drill.
All right, let me drill a couple more holes. Because we will need it to. A little bit tight.
Okay, and I've got a great view here.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
I already knew what. I already knew what the hell was going on with that. Damn, I think we need a new spade bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go. Well, that's 3/4 inch, so that's fine. Is there any chance that we have a new blade on that Sawzall?
A new blade? Well, it's newer. This one?
Yeah, is that the one we were using the other day?
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
Okay, all right. Seemed kind of dull, but that didn't mean it is. Oh, there's a screw right there. That's handy.
Well, and there's that side of it. Yep.
Yeah. So I got that right on this,
Yep.
and I hope that's not a.
No,
No,
they're
it
far
can't
back.
be because they went all the way over here.
Yeah, they were about.
They weren't right here.
Yeah, that's where they were.
Oh,
that's right.
shit. All right.
Yep.
Well, we might as well just take one up here. Take one for the team.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's go through. Now, so.
Okay. This is the battery here.
Yeah.
You got 4 holes or what?
No, I don't need another
You don't need
one
it. I
over
get it.
here. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right, Killer Bee Nation. Wow, it's going to be the time. I'm kind of surprised they're not piling out of here, but that doesn't mean shit. That don't mean nothing. All right. We need to get a new rigid set
Yeah.
with all the tools on it for the fire truck.
Yes, we do.
So we duplicate what's on the little yellow truck
Yes.
with what's on the fire truck.
Yep.
Close enough. Close enough for curling. All right, here we go, guys. And 3 more cuts, guys. How am I here? Oh, it's about time. Here we go. I can't wait. I can't, I'm kind of surprised nobody's coming out, but they're in there. Here we go, guys. All right. Now I want to put that 360 back where I was.
Yep. Around the other side here. Yeah.
Yep. That's a little cubby. All right.
You want me to reach in there?
No,
Do it? You got it?
You want to maybe man the pry bar over there?
Yep.
That would be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, guys.
I need more light.
The revealing. And the bee out here.
Yep, that's not gonna work.
That should be good.
Okay.
See if you can get it. Or here, I think the corner over on this side.
Okay.
Better.
Oh, they're coming out.
Are they?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, you guys. Okay. I might have you get up there and grab onto it.
Here.
Over
Or
here.
here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ho, 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 ho.
All right.
Yep. Here we go, guys. I'm going to climb out of the way. All right. What do we got? We got a huge, huge hive. Full of honey.
You got a lot of honey.
Now, people are going to say, especially beekeepers, because, well, there's 2 problems that people have with these things. They look like European honeybees. Well, that's correct. They do look like them. The difference is genetic. That's the problem. And the other thing is, well, they're not trying to kill you right now. You know what? Their behavior at this exact moment in time has nothing to do with their genetics. Nothing. It's anything else. Not every setter is going to behave the same. Not every goat's going to give a lot of milk. Their genetics are Africanized. Now, that's not according to us. It's according to the labs in Tucson. Holy shit, this is deep.
Yeah. A lot of capped comb here.
Huh?
There's capped comb here,
Oh, good lord.
and I'm gonna.
Yeah, well, we got a bunch of brood also.
Okay.
Now, this is definitely older. See, in this time of year, we're starting to get, look at this, holy shit. Well, this is a real pain in the ass because we've got a mixture of brood comb and honey. Now, this is what happens in the wild a lot. Those domed cells that you see, those are drone larvae. Domed equals drone. The drones are the males. The larvae is protein. Now, we can use most of this actually because there's so little of it in Viking. So, have we got a Viking bucket?
Yep.
Awesome. We're going to start doing that. So, this is going to be a Viking. Boy, oh boy, look at this. How's it going?
Good, I'm just
Just making sure. This is completely full, guys, and it stopped. Oh man, am I good? Right there, it stops right there, and it stops right there. You know that's so perfect. This is it. This is perfect. And like I said, now they're not trying to kill us right now. Means absolutely nothing. These guys have been dealing with them for 4 years. And the only thing that's predictable with Africanized honeybees is that they're unpredictable. That's the only thing. When they do light up, you don't want to be around though. You know, as of course Patrick and Alex can tell you, and their dogs. Ooh, look at this, guys. Pure, beautiful mesquite comb. Oh, I got to show you guys this. So the lighter the honey in our neck of the woods, the more mesquite flowers. This goes into a tub, man.
Oh, okay.
This is absolutely beautiful.
Yep, I got it.
Absolutely beautiful. Well, this time of year, see, now a couple of months ago we wouldn't get any honey because where they store the honey is their pantry, and they've been eating on it all winter long. And their pantries are pretty much empty. Okay, that's Viking. Let's see here. What do we have here? This is anything that's contaminated gets discarded, so that's got to go. All right, good. It's got to go. Yeah. So anyway, something really important. So these, their pantry is empty like a couple of months ago, but the mesquite came out. No other wildflowers. We're going like 10 months without any rain at all, and it's really harsh. But you know, I've been here for decades, and so I've seen it this bad. I just don't like it. So these bees are collecting the mesquite nectar, and that's what all this really light, almost water-light honey is. Now, I'm going to be handing you some seriously big stuff, Hosh.
Oh, good.
I mean, I'm going to need actually like a lid or something to put it on because I don't want it to collapse.
Sure.
Oh my God! Look at this, guys. See how white that is? That's not only new comb, that is pure mesquite. Beautiful honeycomb. Oh my God. Yes, now they were created. You have to realize these Africanized honeybees. Okay, back to that because we get so much flack. Africanized honeybees, more comb. Okay. They were that's good comb.
Yep.
That's not Viking.
Yep.
They were created in 1957 in Brazil. Why in the hell would anybody do that? Well, as simple as money. That's it, literally. Just finances. Look at that. Beautiful comb, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. So, there you go. Yep. So they created them because the South African savanna honeybee was known to be an excellent producer of honey, very disease resistant, and, you know, not that pissy a little bit. I mean, you know, any bees can be pissy. Nothing like these guys, of course.
That looks like brood.
No.
What do you got?
No, this is honey.
Wow, capped?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Wow.
Actually, it is brood because it's
Mixed.
open. It's not uncapped on the other side,
Oh, I see.
so it'll be Viking. So, do you have that putty knife?
Yeah, hold on.
I kind of need to cut these in half because they're so long.
Yeah, here you go.
And they're so unwieldy.
There you go.
So, the South African honeybee known to be an excellent producer of honey and disease resistant. So that was a real problem in the jungles in Brazil because the European honeybee is sickly. I mean, everybody that has them knows that. You got to read them bedtime stories and shit. Brood. This is all brood, Hosh.
Okay.
Yep. So the brood comb goes to Hosh's chickens. Here you go.
All right, let me open the bag. Hold on.
Okay, always opening up the bag for the
You
brood.
just stick there.
We put that in a bag because it's brood comb. It is larvae, and the larvae is not larvae. It's protein, and we don't want it in the honey. It would rot. So I want to show you guys this. There's 2 samples of capped honey here. This is capped honey. This is capped honey. Well, this is capped honey. This is brood. So you get to tell the difference first. Look at them all the time for 30 some odd years. This is where the babies are born. That's all chicken food. Now, there are countries where, you know, the brood is a delicacy, and I have eaten it, and tequila was involved.
In all this.
Yeah, all this is brood.
Okay. Got it.
Man, I'm just handing the piles here to you, huh?
Yeah, amazing.
Holy shit. Now, we do expect to see a lot of brood comb this time of year, but not in the winter. Well, that's changed because the only thing that's predictable with Africanized honeybees is that they're unpredictable. Remember that, because I'm going to say it over and over again until you're sick of it, because I don't care. Brood.
Okay.
See there?
Yeah.
So now we are removing swarms of bees in the snow here in Cochise County. Brood.
Yep.
All right, you have to realize, I'm saying brood all the time with this. This is all solid brood. This hive is putting out 2,000 new bees every damn day. Every day, 2,000 new bees. Again, just because they're not trying to kill us doesn't mean shit. They've already stung everybody here on the ranch. So that's enough of that shit. And this is not a DIY channel, you cowboys. See what that looks like, I'm not sure.
Brood.
Yeah, it is. It's all brood.
A lot of brood.
My God. Well, you know, so they're putting out 2,000 brood. I'm going to let you get in here and do this.
Yep.
Yeah. So they are prolific as hell, and so they got a crossbreed. They bred the African honeybee with the European honeybee and got literally a better bee. But they didn't realize that they were going to get a better bee in every way, including more defensive. Oh, brood?
Brood.
Yep. Holy shit, huh? My God. Yep, brood. So they got a better bee that, you know what, is actually better at everything. It's a Franken bee, killer bee nation is what it is. Because they've adapted now.
There, take a look at this.
Let me take a look.
I think it's mixed brood and honey, unfortunately.
I think that looks like honey to me. Oh, fuck.
Is it mixed?
Yeah, portion.
Yeah.
Yeah, portion of it is.
Oh, there's... that's...
Oh, that's honey.
honey.
Look at that,
the
guys.
bin is behind you.
Yeah, I saw it. Beautiful. Beautiful mesquite honey, guys. Yeah, the mesquite honey, like I was saying, is extremely light. So they got this
Look at
honeybee.
that. That's brood.
Yep.
Eggs, man.
Tons of eggs.
Eggs.
Oh, yep. Years old. You see how big it is. It takes them a while to build this. Although the Africanized bee builds better, it does everything better. Now, some people argue...
Look at this.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
Queen cell.
Oh, really?
And she's in the pod.
Oh, my God. She's in the pod. Okay, you guys, you got to see this. This is craziness. You see that right there? That big one right there? That's a queen cell.
Look at this one.
Another one?
Honey.
Oh, we got honey. Okay, I'll put that in while we're
That's a good piece.
talking about the queen. Oh, my God. That's a beautiful piece.
Yep.
Thing weighs about 8 pounds right there.
Yep.
And so this queen cell. So this is actually a queen cell of an Africanized queen. Now it's closed on the end. You know what I can't believe, Hosh? This
What?
is the third removal.
Take a look at that.
Is
I
that-
think it's mixed.
It's
I
mixed.
can't tell.
I'll break it up.
Yeah.
I'll break it up. Half of it is brood and half is Viking.
Yeah.
So, man, your chickens are eating good, huh?
They sure are.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, that's all brood. It's too much brood. I can't use
Can't
it.
save it.
Nope. You know, if there's larvae mixed in, like I said, we can't use it. What do you got there?
Mixed. I think it's honey on one side and brood on the other, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Yeah. Pain in the butt.
Yeah. So, this queen cell, this is kind of interesting because 3 times in 1 week.
Now that looks, I can't tell, but that looks like a lot of honey.
No, that's all honey. That's all honey. Look at those nice white caps on there. Look at that. Look at that. Incredible, huh? Beautiful comb, guys. Holy shit, that's a beautiful piece. All right, queen cells. So, we rarely get to see a closed queen cell. All right? You just keep interrupting me with all this honey.
sorry.
Anyway.
I apologize.
That's funny. So, Africanized queens, they actually hatch a little bit earlier than European queens. What, are you okay?
Just how loused up the suits are.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at
Brand new suits.
Done.
Well, look at the knees. The knees that tell the story.
the knees do tell a
The
story.
knees always tell the story for me. All right, I'm going to take off my big blues so I can show everybody this stuff.
I think
Oh,
that
shit, I'm
might
not
be
going to
honey.
take them off yet. What's that?
Honey.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Then flop her down. Yeah, looks like it. Holy cow. Okay, we'll get back to the queen cell in a minute, guys. Calm down.
Yeah.
Now, these guys, again, Africanized, genetically Africanized honeybees, again, unpredictable. That's the whole problem with it. And we will get into the old requeening and all that shit in a minute here. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. He said with confidence.
No, that's all of it. It's over.
Okay, well, damn, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Lot-
You know, this
yeah,
is a
lot-
really calm Africanized hive, but it
Yeah.
don't mean shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a swarm of bees, a ball of bees hanging in a tree that killed my buddy. So,
Well, and it's the old story, Reed. You know, these bees have been torturing the livestock. They've
Yeah, for
been
4
torturing
years.
the dogs.
4 years.
They said anytime they spray Lysol in the kennels,
Right.
the bees are lighting up.
Yeah.
But we go in to remove the hive and they act like a bunch of angels. This
Yeah.
is a class 1 all the way, the
Yeah.
behavior.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do this without a suit on.
Oh God, no.
I will tell you that, because they can turn.
Yep.
We've seen it where all of a sudden they're stinging. They'll come out like this and then they go to, a 3.
You know, it's usually the opposite of what's happening here, where Patrick said, well, they've been torturing us for 4 years, time to get rid of them. Well, normally people will say, well, they've been so nice for 4 years and now they just attacked.
Right.
That's what normally happens.
Right.
And when that happens, then we get there, and sometimes they're mean. Sometimes they think they won.
Yeah, you just never know.
You never know.
You just never know.
That's the problem, unpredictable. All right, so this is really going smoothly. Thank God,
Yeah,
because
that
these
is-
guys got to get their animals back over
That's
into their
it. Yeah.
pens. I want to talk to everybody about the queen business here.
Oh yeah, here, let me extend this.
Everything's going to be stuck with honey out here. I'm
Hold
going
on,
to I'm take them out in the sun.
360 wants to hear all about it, too.
Oh, okay, great. Yep. Yeah, bring the 360 up. So this queen cell, you see that right there, guys? So that is closed. That means there is a baby, a larvae queen in there. They're born adults, all these bees are. You know what, I might have you take your gloves off and hold this, so I don't know what I'm looking at
Sure.
with these cameras.
Yeah.
All right, so we normally see queen cells open on the end. All right, now if they are open on the end, that means a queen has emerged. And as soon as host gets his big blues off and grabs his camera, I'm going to open this and show you guys yet another larval queen Africanized honeybee. Weird, because we rarely see a queen bee anyway.
It just keeps happening, job after job.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's been a weird year. They're all weird years with these things. So I'm going to show you guys now. Oh, is that a cloud?
Yeah.
Or my imagination?
It's a cloud.
Oh, I've heard of those. So this is the queen cell right here.
Yep.
We're going to take the top off and see if we can see a larval. I know we can, because she's almost ready to be born.
Oh yeah, she's.
Look at that.
She's
That
close.
is an Africanized
That's a queen.
queen right there. Now, when I used to have hives, even back in the mid-90s, I would watch my hive swarm of Africanized honeybees swarm once a week. Yes, 30 times a year. That's the problem with these things. They do everything better. That is a larval Africanized queen bee. Weird, rare. We rarely get to see a queen bee. In fact, we never get to see a queen bee. Now, the reason for that is, and I know that beekeepers are out there, like, you could requeen them, right? Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yes, I could, and I used to, all right? But I'm going to go stand in the shade if you don't,
I don't mind.
Yeah, well, thank you. But you know what I'm saying, So anyway, so here we go into the whole invasive species thing. All right, honeybees, we don't requeen because the knowledge came to me that, and I actually teach for the state for licensing, continuing education, and teach fire departments, first responders, and all that. Well, when you teach, you learn more. Well, if you learn more, and it's contrary to what you knew before, it's okay to change the way you deal with it, right? Isn't it? Or are you going to hang on to something?
Well, that's science. Your beliefs.
Right, it's science.
Have to
It's not a
conform
belief,
to
it's
reality.
science. It's science. So it came to my knowledge, started studying about invasive species. Okay, well, it's pretty obvious that the Africanized honeybee, man-made, is an invasive species to the planet. They don't belong here. Oh, that's a drone. Yeah, that's a big old
Lot of drones.
drone puppy. So they're invasive, all right? They are a deadly invasive species. Then I got to researching it more and more and more. Knowledge came out. You go to xerxes.com or there's a bunch of other sites about it that are very pro-native, which we are. And I thought I was before. Get this, guys. There were no honeybees in the state of Arizona before 1872. Ever. Now, when we think about the honeybees that we love and cherish and all that, give us honey and don't try to kill us all the damn time, we think of European honeybees. Okay, that's fine. I never heard of a Georgia honeybee or a Southwestern honeybee or a Canadian honeybee or a Latin American. No, they were brought here by the colonists, all right? They were brought, they ended up in in California first because of the gold rush in 1850. Arizona, 1872. Beekeepers are fastidious record keepers, nerds, right? I'm here, okay, whatever. They were brought over on the damn covered wagons along with swarming. We'll go into that in a minute. So it turns out honeybees are an invasive species. So I do a little more research on it because they're not trying to kill us, and me being myopic human thinks, well, they can't be that bad. Turns out, of course, as everyone should cognize, an invasive species has never benefited the native environment they've invaded. Think about that again. Invasive species has never benefited the native environment they've invaded. Ever. Okay. Oh, but what about honeybees? Well, it's a line in the sand. It's black and white. There is no gray area here. Turns out that honeybees, European honeybees too, compete with native pollinators. What are native pollinators? Good one for you to Google on your area, because it's different for areas. But most of our native pollinators in the Western Hemisphere are solitary bees and don't stand a chance against honeybees. Honeybees are Vikings and hoarders. So the European honeybee is a destructive invasive species to the native environment. They're only good, they're classified as livestock by the USDA. That's it. They're only good for big agriculture and monocropping. That's what honeybees are good for. They're actually horrible for our native environment. There's plenty of stuff you can study out there. Don't ask me to prove myself or anything like that. You have Chat GPT and Google like everyone else. All right, it's there. The knowledge is there if you want to learn it. All right, and I didn't at first, but whatever. I ain't got no pride. Jesus said to not have any pride. So, what the hell? My train of thought just went out with the
Pride. You were talking about pride. The
Pride.
sin of
Oh,
pride.
yeah, I know. But that's
Yes.
in Bisbee.
One of 7 deadlies.
That's in Bisbee.
Pride.
Squirrels. Everywhere. So then, with the European honeybee being a destructive to native environment, not to our food source, which, by the way, is not a third of our food source comes from honeybees, only about 7%, and none of it from feral hives. This hive did not give us any pollinating any of our food. All right, then the Africanites come into play. Oh, now they're trying to kill us and our horses and dogs and elephants and everything else. Then, now they're a deadly invasive species. Ooh, that'll get the old attention, won't it? Well, it did. So deadly invasive species. Destructive invasive species turns into deadly invasive species. That's all there is here. Feral unmanaged hives in the state of Arizona. Now, I'm not going to relocate any invasive species. I don't care what it is. I'm pro-native pollinator. That's all. I'm not going to relocate them and take them out, especially with the Africanized honeybee, because all of them are here. It's next to impossible to keep your hive from becoming Africanized if you're a small backyard beekeeper. Next to impossible. And so you've got that liability. In the state of Arizona, actually, Arizona Revised Statute 36-601 states that if you have a hive like this on your property that you know of, legally you have to have it removed. It's a liability thing. I'm an expert witness, and it's just cut and dried. If you didn't know it was there, well, there is no rhyme or reason as to where they will land, when, or why. None whatsoever. And we'll move into old barbecue grills, bumpers of cars that are used daily. I removed them. It makes no sense at all. And then when they move in, they don't move in a dozen at a time. I watched a ball like this, 10,000 bees, disappear into a hole like that in 30 seconds. That's how they move in. They are an organism, much like ourselves. So I just wanted to clear up some things about how these are a deadly invasive species, and European honeybees to our native environment are a destructive species because there are no more bumblebees in Tucson because of Africanized honeybees, period. Yeah, it's horrific. So for us, there's no gray areas, black and white, just like everyone knows what buffalo grass is. And if you don't look it up, it's horrible. That's why the wildfires in the desert Southwest are so hot now. It's invasive grass. It's horrible. And it'd be like saying, save the grasses. I'm going to plant an acre of buffalo grass. Same thing. Save the bees. I'm going to keep a bunch of invasive species back here. No, I had to change my way of thinking, and that's just the facts. It's just science. So it'd be like saying save the birds and only talking about chickens. No. Anyway, there will be a test in the morning. It's multiple choice. Choose D on all of them, all the above. That's it, So anyway, this is a good wrap, actually.
Yeah, I think
nice
we're...
little classroom and all that
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have anything to say about... my hands are so sticky, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so do you have anything to say about,
Sure. Let's talk about it. Let's have a word. Let's have a word about it. Hold on, I'm going to close this door.
Okay, you're going to come back in. I'm going to go out and wash off the mitts here.
Sure. Okay. All right, everybody, listen. 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in the state of Arizona are Africanized. That is contrary, behavior notwithstanding, That feral hive right there is an Africanized hive. If we send in samples, they will show up as Africanized. Africanized honeybees do not attack everyone all the time. That's not the point. There's a variety of behaviors, but the bottom line is the genetics are there, and their capacity to erupt and attack at any given moment, it's a given with us. You know, I've seen a lot of bee removal people. They start off without the suit. They start off giving the bees the benefit of the doubt. They start off no suit, and if they move into the hive, and the hive starts spicing, getting spicy and acting up, then they'll put the suit on. We assume everyone is going to be a class 5. We learned the hard way. We never let our guard down. We're always going in with big blues, and then we'll scale back the protective gear as the hive reveals its personality. What I'm saying to you is this: 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in the state of Arizona are Africanized. It's been that way here since 1998. You can't trust feral honeybees anymore, especially not in the desert Southwest, but really south of the Mason-Dixon line. If you've got honeybees coming and going out from under a shed, you need to call an exterminator. Never relocate a feral honeybee hive. If it's European, it's a destructive invasive species. If it's Africanized, it's a deadly invasive species. Never relocate, always exterminate. We'll see you guys on the next job. Save all things native. Let's save America's native bees. Let's save America's native pollinators, America's native plants. Everything native. We have to protect it. We'll see you guys later.
Okay.